We've all been there. Whether it's a loved one you thought you could trust, or maybe you wanted to receive that promotion you worked so hard for, sometimes disappointment is what we are met with. High expectations and perfectionism lead us to think that we'll be on top every time. When we lose, though, we end up feeling like our life is over. Some people even give up on their dreams. I remember thinking that my marketing career of almost 6 years at my last company was where I was meant to be. I ended up being promoted to director level, where I managed a team of young, enthusiastic marketers. I felt like I had a purpose. I loved my job. Sadly, the company culture changed, and I know I couldn't stay there for much longer if I wanted to stay true to myself. I had a decision to make. Though I enjoyed my career, I yearned for change. When scrolling online, I saw thousands of people discovering newer opportunities. In the summer, I took a plunge off the deep end to see where I'd land. What I regretted most was realizing how disappointed I was at how everything ended. Everything I worked hard to build, put together, and advance got left behind at my previous job. I was left with almost nothing except disappointment and experience. Nevertheless, what I did learn from this disappointment is that it was part of a growing process. One of the biggest misconceptions today is that disappointment does not lead to progress and growth. Some of us consider it to be the end of the road. What I learned is that it's quite the opposite. Disappointment leads to growth. This is how your mindset changes. After a disappointment, your mindset changes. You try to avoid the pain that disappointment caused you in the first place. I know for some people they search for something new. In turn, when they do find something new, in most cases it turns out better for them than they realized. You don't let disappointment stop you. The more you get disappointed, the more accustomed to the sensation it becomes a feeling you're used to. The more you live through it, the better understanding you have that it's part of life. What gets people the most is how it made them feel. In life, you'll come across many instances of disappointment. After a while, you start to see that disappointment isn't the end of the world. You live and move on. No expectations. When you avoid disappointment, you stop expecting things, and I think that's a great way to live. If you help people, don't expect them to do the same. If you're kind to someone, don't expect them to be kind back. However, your strength is from your lack of interest in expectations. You begin to understand that expectations are what lead to disappointment. The best way to avoid disappointment is to not aim for perfectionism. Aim to be a better person, employee, business owner, family member, lover, and enjoy the process while you're doing it. The present moment is the only moment we can control our decisions and our actions.